What up, YouTube? It's Pubs the Finisher, and let me set up this video first for you. The gameplay you're going to see on screen, it's not my best gameplay. I think I went like 38-12 or something, but this is actually my very first game in about a week, and I played it on Saturday, the day after the Modern Warfare 3 Blackout. So I'm going to point out some things on screen to show you, like, you know, the game was running smooth for a little bit, but then it got a little shitty here and there. And that's Modern Warfare 3 in a nutshell. It just gets shitty, like stupid shit. And what this video is about is a recap of the Modern Warfare 3 Blackout that actually just took place from PUBzZz. As one of the guys behind the entire Modern Warfare 3 Blackout movement, I just want to touch on a couple of things. And first and foremost, I have to say thank you to everybody in the community who took a stand, who was active on YouTube, who was active on Twitter, constantly retweeting, to all the YouTubers who reposted the video or did a response video, good or bad, no matter what your opinion was. I just gotta thank you for actually putting it out there, for, you know, mentioning it, putting Modern Warfare 3 Blackout out there, so people can judge for themselves, so people can watch it and figure out, yeah, I'm with it or I'm not with it. And you know, and there was a lot of people who liked some of it and like didn't like other parts of it, and I respect that. Everybody has a right to their opinion, but as a community, we need to come together on some things across all platforms and move forward. You know, we need to be a strong community, because the Call of Duty franchise, it's in disarray right now. It really is. It's not in a good place. You know, and a lot of people hanging all their hopes on Black Ops 2, but there's a part of the community that's going, you know what, I didn't like Black Ops 1, I'm not buying Black Ops 2, or, you know what, I feel so screwed over by Activision in general, I'm not buying another Activision game. So like I said, there's a lot of going on, and we need to figure out as a community what direction we're going in, because Activision is going to still have Infinity Ward and Treyarch continue to make games, because there's so much money in it, and they're going to continue to shovel shit out there over and over and over again. But as a community of the players who actually care, it's our time, it's our chance to get together and create a voice and do things like this, get active. You know, maybe, you know, it doesn't work. Maybe they never see what we're doing, which I don't believe, because I believe Infinity Ward knew about the Blackout, because you could look at what they did. Dub XP, they dropped the PlayStation maps early. You know, it's just the clan ops leading up to that week, it was non-stop clan ops. Where have been clan ops for the whole time? You know, 2 weeks prior to that, it was like one clan op, maybe two clan ops a week, and all of a sudden they just shove them down our throat. Yeah, come on. I mean, and then, you know, you're gonna act like you don't know what's going on. They know what's going on. And this is why it's our chance to actually keep moving forward. We need to keep moving forward. And we need to keep reaching more people. We need to get the bigger YouTubers involved. We need Woodysgamertag. We need Whiteboy7thst. We need xJawz. These guys, they are the cornerstone of the big YouTubers. They got some pull. I don't want to say they got power, but they got pull. They got a lot of, I don't want to say subs, because subs is very misunderstood. I mean, but they reach a lot of people. They reach a lot of people, and they could mention, you know, the Blackout or what we're doing, and it would get more people involved. And even if people didn't agree, they would still understand the movement, understand what the community's trying to do. And they could decide, hey, I want to be on board or I don't. But they're not getting involved. And whatever reason Woody and xJawz and Whiteboy7thst don't want to get involved for, whether it's, you know what, they want to create their own movement, their own lane, whatever it may be, that's on them. I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. I'm just a little upset that people that I actually follow, I sub, they don't support something. And yeah, they don't know me, you know, and I don't know them personally, you know, and I'm not going to judge them. I know a lot of people hate on those guys, and hate makes people your number one fan. And I'm not going to hate on those dudes. I respect what those guys have accomplished, and we all got to make our own lane. But I would have liked for guys in their position to have even given us a mention. All they would have done is doing a video about the Blackout. They don't have to do a whole video about it, but just mention it, you know. That's why I got to shout out a couple of machinima guys. Let's see, HDTYSON. You know, he's from France. He's a machinima guy. Thank you very much. He jumped on board from day one. Has been supportive the whole time. Fisticuffs. He jumped on the movement within like an hour or two. He reposted the video, he was retweeting, he retweets our tweets for us, and I gotta thank him for that, because he didn't have to do that. But Fist is a dude that he's not trying to hold people down. When Fist sees something he likes, Fist will retweet it. Fist will look at people's videos and give them help and say, hey, you know what, maybe you should change this or change that. And I respect that. I respect Fist, I respect HDTYSON. So make sure you follow those, you know, sub those guys, follow those guys on Twitter if you don't. I mean, those guys are class acts, they're awesome. And, you know, shout out to Thunder too. Thunder, it was on the day of the blackout, but at least he made a video and he mentioned the blackout, and whether he agrees or not, Thunder, thank you for mentioning that. We retweeted you back, and that's all good, brother. Thank you very much. And to everybody that didn't get involved, you know, whether you didn't want to or not, I hope you understand and respect our movement and respect what we're trying to do as a community and trying to come together for the better of the game and the franchise, honestly. So, you know, like I said, there's no hate, you know, and there's no disrespect. I just hope that, you know, people would respect our movement and not hate on it. Because when you hate on our movement, we just look at you as our #1 fan. And like I said, honestly, if you're gonna take the time to tweet us or leave a comment on our videos and hate, not be constructive, but just straight out hate, dude, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment to bump us up some. You know, I mean, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for tweeting. I mean, if you're tweeting MW3 Blackout, good or bad, it's good for us. So just understand that. If you're gonna hate, you're our #1 fan, and we appreciate that. Moving forward, we're not stopping. That's plain and simple. We're not stopping. I can't go into details of what the next move is right now. We're gonna have something later this week coming out about what we're doing. But let's just put it this way: this time around, we're gonna hurt them where it counts, and that's in their wallets. Okay, we tried to black out their servers to, you know, draw some attention to our unhappiness as a community. But this time, we're going for the wallets. Because honestly, when a greedy company only cares about money, you gotta go after that. So that's our next move. You gotta stay tuned. Make sure you're following Modern Warfare 3 Blackout. That's MW3 Blackout on Twitter. Stay up to date there, and make sure you're checking out the videos. Subscribe if you want. You know, we're trying to post a lot of content, trying to give back to the community. You know, we do gameplays, and we do it in a movement. You know, we're trying to be active. So thank you very much for everybody that supported, good or bad. We want your feedback. Tweet us. Tweet us how you feel. Tweet us. Tell us. You know, leave comments in the videos. Be honest. You know, yes or no. You like Call of Duty. You don't like Call of Duty. Screw Infinity Ward. Love Treyarch. It doesn't matter. Just leave feedback, because we use that feedback. You know, we definitely do. And we got a lot of things coming up. So stay tuned. This week, definitely a new video coming out about the next move in the Modern Warfare 3 Blackout movement. Anyway, I'm PUBzZz the Finisher for HC4Melite. Thank you to everybody. And that's it, man. Peace. I'm out.